Hello, hello. Let's see, Papa Fox is here. Thanks for coming, Papa Fox. Hope I sound okay. Oh, here's Kitty Cat for the camera. See if I can get him to settle down. Alright, what's new for Mapvember, asks Papa Fox. Well, oh, Papa Fox isn't there now. It's just DM Quicksilver. Hello, DM Quicksilver. I sound okay? Oh, you are there. And Tom's there. Boy, this Twitch stuff does not... See, that's not what it's showing me at all. It's showing me there's only one person, DM Quicksilver, in chat. Alright, so here's where we are. I apologize for not making streaming. I haven't streamed in like a week and a half or something. So I haven't really been map making, y'all. I've been editing. I've been writing and editing and balancing 5th Ed stuff for these adventures and spending a lot of time in InDesign, and I didn't really think streaming me editing and doing formatting in InDesign was something really good to stream, so I didn't. All right, so here's where we are. I'm getting pretty close. I've got 2 more floors of this that I want to do, and then I want to touch up this. So this is a swamp map, and let me see if I can figure out what I was even doing. It's been 2 days since I worked on this. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So what I'm doing is I'm building this as I go up. Now, there's a map, of course, without these on here. Yeah, Tom Kartos, you see anything look familiar here? So I'm going to have... this is the first floor up here where you enter. And then that's kind of like a blurred out of the floor below. This is all stuff that I 100% legit stole from Tom Carto, just so y'all know that. Well, just the ideas of how to lay this out and stuff like that. This is the cellar map. I'm thinking there's going to be a black dragon down here, but I'm not really sure. I think this kind of exits to the swamp out, and I put some little fishes and treasure and stuff in there. So what I need to do is I need to go ahead and put stuff on these next two towers, yeah, and do that. Papa Fox says, I'm hiding behind DM Quicksilver. Actually, might be a few people who want to learn to lay out pages for tabletop RPG books. Yeah, and I wouldn't mind doing that, Papa Fox. I could do that at some point if people wanted to see InDesign. But I mean, what I was doing was I was just working, and that's editing and stuff like that when you're got to kind of pay attention to it. Editing is the one thing that I don't even have music playing in the background when I'm doing it. I literally just have to have silence. It's not like map making or doing some of the formatting and layout stuff. I'll listen to music and stuff like that, but it was kind of a mixture of the two. Tom Kartos, looks awesome. Thanks, Tom. All right. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go for 2.5 hours. Theoretically, the idea is to stream for 2.5 hours and then raid Alyssa, but we'll see if that happens. I might go for an hour and be like, oh, I'm done. But I'm going to be map making all night, y'all. So, all right, so let's start. So one thing I noticed, this blurred out version of the tower, it got my stairs too, and I don't want it to get my stairs, so I need to add another version of the tower underneath and then do some stuff real quick. I probably could just grab like the stairs right here and copy and paste that over there. Yeah, I could do that, but I'm not sure if I'd get it exactly right, so I think I'm going to do something else. going to take a second, y'all. Papa Fox says, I would plan that out, give live stream a few days of advertising before going live on it just so people know what's happening. Yeah, yeah, and that's something I'd definitely be interested in doing, maybe once we're not getting our asses kicked by Mapvember. But yeah, I'd be totally interested in doing that. I have a background in higher education, and those are things that definitely interest me. I need to turn that feather off. I do have tutorials and stuff like that running around in various places. So this is going to go over here in background. We're going to put this on top of that. And this is actually going to live on top of this thing. And you can see that that one's blurred, that one's not. Although it's slightly off kilter. The blurred one is, maybe just because of the blur. Did a 5.5 pixel field blur, I think, on it. Tom Carter says, I'm actually attempting to make some modular tiles by stealing your ideas, so it's all good. Hey, no worries, man. Have fun with the modular stuff, man. Have fucking fun, dude. I'm a little done with modular right now. Like, modular's irritating the crap out of me. I'm just, my brain's just. I'll get back to it. In fact, what I'm going to be doing tonight after this is I'm going to be blending. Once I finish up these two, is I'm going to be blending a couple of. I'm going to be blending some roof and wall textures, some new ones, because I haven't done any. I haven't made new roof or city wall textures since like July. So I've learned a lot of things since then, and I feel like my existing ones are a little. I don't feel like they're reflective of the knowledge that I have now. Like even these walls, I think I could do some better wall textures than these. I like these floors. These floors are pretty recent, but a lot of this stuff is old. So I think I'm going to blend some together, and then if I get done with that, I actually intend on starting the next day 18, which is Alley, and I'm hoping to eventually turn what I start with in Alley into a modular city set. So as much as I'm complaining, God, I think that looks really good. Might clean that up a little bit, but I think that looks great. All right, so let's go over here. Let's dress some. Can we? Can we just apply that? As soon as you apply a layer mask, it's like, I need to unapply it. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it if it's not hurting anything. There's no reason. Alright, so now the question becomes, so I have some crates and barrels and some vines coming in. I think I'm going to have a dragon or I'm setting this up to have a dragon here in the basement. And then you'll see I wanted him to be able to go through all levels of the tower up until the top here. So what do I actually even want in this layer? I mean, I could do some more crates and barrels. I could do some pallets, like some sleeping pallets for like kobolds or lizard folk or something like that. Let's see. Tom Carter says, trying to make it work with my style is hard, but I'm getting something out of it. I bet it is. I mean, yeah. But I'm sure you're going to do great. Alright, so what do I want? What do I want to put here? I don't have, I have chains and manacles. If we wanted to make like a little prison level up here, I can get some some barrels and crates and stuff, and then put um, like oh, do we want doors? I don't have doors over here. Huh. I have those cracked doors, but I don't actually have like doors. I think I probably need doors. Let's grab some doors. Let me go to my assets. If y'all want to see it, here's my. I'd like to see yours, Tom. Like to see your palette. So this is what I use to actually build maps. Got all this stuff here, and bet you have tons of. Man, Tom, you made so many assets in October. Pissing me off. I say that out of love and jealousy. Um, not out of any kind of like vindictive nature, or at least not to my knowledge. I don't think. But yeah, all those assets you're releasing, damn, dude. No wonder you can't do Mapvember. You rocking everything else. Everything else. I'm telling myself I'm gonna dedicate December to just like making a bunch of textures and assets, or blending a bunch of textures and assets. Um, but well, I mean, we'll see. Interested to see. I recently put out some market booths on Roll20 this week, and I'm curious to see how they're doing. When are you coming to Roll20, Tom? Because that's when I'm just not going to try to sell on there anymore. Tom Cartos says, Papa Fox says, do lizard folks sleep on cots? Papa Fox, maybe they sleep on piles of vegetation. Tom Cartos, that was fun. I'm currently packaging my assets to upload to Roll20. I think I have close to 2,000. Jesus Christ. 2,000? Damn, Tom. You're making us look bad. In my defense, I'm not doing this full time, so that's my defense. Tom Cartos, very few textures though. I've only just started making my own. Tom Cardos, got the paperwork for Roll20 sorted last week, just formatting my library for upload. Nice. Very nice. Well, if you want to talk on Discord sometime, I think you're on the Discords I'm on. So, I mean, that's probably all fine. But if you ever want to ask questions or anything, let me know. If you do decide to release a bunch of sets, I don't really recommend releasing multiple sets at once. Like, it seems to me it makes more sense to like wait a few days, like post a set, then wait a few days, then wait another few days. If you're gonna post multiple sets in a week, my first, I don't know, 3 months, I was always ahead by 3 or 4 sets. But I've just fallen behind, and I just can't do that right now, especially with this Mapvember stuff. But hopefully Mapvember will give me several. I plan on turning this into 4 or 5 sets easily, so that'll give me some stuff to work with. Let's leave that closed. Do we want to change this? Everything else is like this green. Oh, and Papa Fox says you're out of business, Josh. Better start packing. I mean, right? Tom Cartos says I definitely will. I've been so busy this month I haven't really been on Discord. Yeah, no, I'm just saying. If you ever want to ask questions, I'm more than happy to share what little I know. Tom Cartos, my plan is to have a series ready for launch, then add another set or 2 each month. Yeah, no, I think that's smart. That'll do good. Papa Fox, do you have door latches in your assets? Door latches? What do you mean by door latches? Oh, like chains or something to keep them closed? I'm not sure what you mean by door latches. You know, like little hooks and stuff? No, I don't. I'm not that schnazzy. I have manacles. I did make manacles. we're lagging. What are we lagging from? Oh, probably doesn't like those effects turned on. There we go. Papa Fox Taco, just out of curiosity, not that you need them, turn ring lagging from Twitch. Oh, and as far as the lizard folk thing goes, Papa Fox Tacos, I have like some straw pallets, which could be used for either kobolds or lizard folk, I think. Um, if we wanted to do that. Oh god, and then I can actually turn these into, I can release these as without furnishings too. So some of the people like stuff without furnishings, Tom. In fact, there's some artists, I don't know how much time you've spent looking at other people on Roll20, but there's some artists who cater to build your own stuff, like David Hemingway. Yeah, I better start streaming InDesign stuff, Papa Fox, because once Tom Cartos gets in this game, I'm just giving up map making. I'm just not doing it anymore. Between him and Miss J, can't compete. Can't do it. This is going to be kind of an interesting. God, I'm so in love with this map, though, y'all. I gotta be honest. I'm like brutally in love with this map. Like I've done towers and stuff before, but this is by far my favorite that I've done. I could do exploded doors, because I have exploded doors over here. But I'm thinking I'm not going to. I'm just going to do regular doors. But yeah, this is this isn't going to take too long. I think see, I started at 5:30. I think within an hour I should be done with this, and I can move on to blending textures, which I have not done in a long time, and I've learned a lot of different like just using blending modes. Really, is using blending modes. Just changed my world. Like I didn't really understand that. As Alyssa is heavy to point out, like this, map making and all this stuff, like there's different layers of it, and just because you're good at like one specific thing doesn't mean you're excellent at everything else, and vice versa. There's a lot involved. Okay, I'm gonna look at chat here in a second because I haven't been looking. Papa Fox Tacos lagging from Twitch. Papa Fox Tacos, that could work. So far as I know from their biology, they're still both nesting species and egg layers. Tom Kotos, I do all my maps with and without. Tom, I've seen David's work. Papa Fox, they build and sleep in large nests of foliage and maybe paper trash. Tom Cartos, there's space for all of us. Oh, absolutely. Papa Fox Tacos would be fun to have an adventure when the party finds torn magic scroll used as bedding. Let me digest that. So I think, like, that's entirely possible, Tom. I mean, Papa Fox. So what do we say we put prisoners up here on the third floor? We put bedding in here and maybe like some crates and barrels out here, and we have like some pallets for lizard folk or kobolds. And then I can put some manacles and crates and barrels up over here. And what do I want to do in this section? Um, Also, I currently have no windows. I wasn't really intending to have windows. I was thinking this is more like a old defensive tower where people would just be out up here on the roof. Um, but if I need windows, I probably need to make them right now before I start putting shit everywhere. I know there weren't going to be any on the first floor. Do I want windows on the second floor? Let's see, or whatever. Yep, I gotta start writing. Um, what are you writing, Papa Fox? There it is. So if I want to have, let's turn the lighting off. That's just lag. Um, the only reason I'm thinking of windows is because it might be fun to have some client vines crawling in, but I don't think it's necessary. Um, Tom Kartos could have a few arrow slits, empty area on top floor of tower, makeshift barricade facing the entrance from the stairs. Let's see, adventure modules, cool. Um, arrow slits. Yeah, let's do arrow slits. So let's have some areas for captives down here on the second story. And then we'll have some, yeah, I like your idea. We'll have like a makeshift barricade over here by the stairs on the next to top floor, Papa Fox. And then I'll put some arrow slits on this top floor because I think that's how it would function. Is you wouldn't necessarily want slits down below where people could, fire back in or dump stuff in or whatever. But here you could do that. So let's go ahead and let's do arrow slits. I think I'm gonna be simple about this. I'm not gonna be complex in this particular endeavor. So let's go up here to shapes and let's go ahead. I'm just gonna do. Okay, so these are 5-foot squares. So let's do. So this will be a quarter of a 5-foot square. So that'd be like a foot and a quarter. So a foot and a quarter. So that's the small window. Do we need it to be smaller than that? I think that'll be fine. See, scrounged up pile, treasure pile throne for kobold or lizard chieftain would be present as well. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. I like that, Papa Fox. The head of the lizard folk or kobolds that's underneath this dragon. I like that. Fucking like that. Oh, that's good. Awesome. That yeah, that's it right there. That's why I stream. I remember now. As a disclaimer, any and all ideas given to me on this stream might be used and then later sold. But I will give you a shout out on Twitter and be like, hey, this person mentioned this in stream, and I did it, and it's awesome. Um, Hold on. We're going to have... God damn it. Because of the way I'm doing this. Well, glad I did that. Because I was not right at all. Oh, I can't even do it. Because at this point my pixels are off. Ha ha ha. Alright. Then we're going to say good enough is good enough. Now, Tom, you do your stuff like in... are you doing in 300 DPI or some crazy shit? Let's see. Papa Fox, welcome. Thanks much. Thank you, Papa Fox. Alright, so one, 2, 3. Let's see, 90 degrees. Do we want to do it 15 degrees, 30? No, so we'll do it. So let's do it more than 30, 60, 90. Because that's only going to be 2 arrow slits per side. Let's do 3 arrow slits per side. Well, hold on. Frickin' math, y'all. Frickin' math. So, let's see, 45, so 22.5. And negative 22.5. There we go. What about that? Will that work? A 100. Why does my flow keep getting turned down? Let's do let's do a little bit of color on here. I haven't played around with blending this stuff ever for some reason. My problem with these blending modes is the same problem that I've seen with students who discover like drop shadow effects on texts for the first time. It's like they're like, whoa, and then they do everything with it, and it's like, no, 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 stop. That's my problem. Is I want to do that with some of these blending effects. I want to add, what was it? Vivid light is one of my favorites. I love vivid light. I love it so much. And I have a hard time. I know I'm probably overdoing it, but whatever. I don't care. I mean, I do care. Um. Wow, there's some shit going on. Let's see. Tom Cartos, I do everything at 300 DPI, then scale down for VTT. Yeah. If I hand drew, I would, but I probably should anyway. I need to get a better computer. Papa Fox, East Caros Slayer Aeroslit should cover a full 45-degree angle. Um, Yogloth, the Cobalt should have a hidden math lab somewhere. Yeah, when you said math lab, that's not what I read it as. Math lab, like they do algebra under the cover of camouflage. Josh included hidden math lab with an couple old abacus, maybe sextant, some lumber piled up to make a board. They leave equations on in charcoal from burned up sticks. Yogloth. Hey, hello Yogloth, by the way. Thanks for joining the stream. The Cobalt Shaman would be an Eredimancy wizard. Y'all are cracking me up. Cracking me up. Alright, so there we go. There's that. Alright, so now, what did I say? So we're going to have, so we're going to have pallets. So let's go, where's our dressings here? Coin smallest. So I think I put the door down here. Let's have, let's toss a rug for this room where we're going to have the makeshift throne. But we don't want it to be too nice of a rug. Are you kidding me right now? God damn it. Sorry, y'all. I'm going to have to restart Photoshop, I think. Well, this happened to Alyssa, so I don't feel too terribly bad. While Photoshop is saving, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going to look at what, this is going to take a minute to save. And I'll pull it up so y'all can see it here in a second. I'm going to look at what textures I want to blend. Sorry, I hope I didn't just breathe into the mic. So I know I want some roofs, so let's look. Okay, that's saving at 71%. This is where I get my textures from. Math, Papa Fox Taco says math is not funny. Josh, not even sure how many times I had to reboot a part of CC or CS in my day. Learned not to have different software open if I didn't need it. Yeah, that's probably smart. I don't think. Hold on just a second. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna hide my screen for just a second while I do a couple things. Hello, hello. Can you still hear me? Normally it's not a problem. That particular file has gotten quite large. So, but I want to make sure I'm going to make sure everything that doesn't need to be turned on is not turned on. Gotta need a new computer at some point. Ooh, 5 people. What the fuck? Nice. Alright, here I am. I'm back. Let's see. Alright, so let's check on my Photoshop here. So it's not, my computer does this thing sometimes where it won't let me drag and drop assets into Photoshop, and that's a sign that I need to restart Photoshop. Something has happened, so that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm restarting Photoshop. All right. So slate. That might be good for so I'm looking for stuff for a city, for city streets. I saw some that Adam Cobell was using. Now I have some of these already. Those I blended this once before, but I didn't. I was still kind of getting used to blending and just messing around with it. Do I want that one? I don't think I do. So I'm looking for stuff for like both for floor textures, but also for roof textures. And this is where I get almost all of my textures from, is this site right here. Let's look for tiles, or yeah. All right, we're still not there yet, y'all. Sorry. Computer technology. Ooh, what's that one? Yeah, I think I'm gonna save that one. Might use that one. Let's see. The Papa Fox, Rain was a fickle thing. Cobblestone for floor. That nearly very circular cobblestone makes me think a dragon in charge of the city in question. Yeah, entirely possible. Entirely possible. See, these like manors or mansions, castles, and manors. I can't wait to do those and use some of this stuff, but I'm not there yet. And I have a couple of cobblestone textures I've already blended, but let's do a Google search for flagstone real quick and see what flagstone comes up. And just so y'all know, I think I bought 1,000 credits for like $80 back in March, and I still have 437 left. um, so that, I mean, my total investment in map making has been like $80 in textures and $40 for brushes. Some of these I already have. That one, I definitely already have that one. I don't know about that one. I do not have that one. And would that be? Yeah, that might be good for city streets. That might be good. That's the one I was looking at. Oh, shingles. That's a keyword. There we go. There's a keyword. So yeah, I've made these before, but I kind of sucked at it. Yeah, I want to keep that one. Might be grabbing that one. What was it? That one right there? And then this one is like old Spanish ceramic roof tiles. Ooh, I like that. I'm telling you, Alyssa should watch my stream. She would love this. Just sitting here looking at these textures. Papa Fox Tacos. Miss J. Miss J, thanks for joining us. Whenever I see the textures on this site, I start to get excited about the idea of making maps with them, but currently dedicated to making my own one day. Good morning. Yeah. Um, currently dedicated to making your own textures. And I commend y'all for doing that stuff, for making your own textures and and all that, your own textures and your own assets. Well, I make my own assets mostly. I cheat occasionally. That does that look too modern? That looks too modern. All right, we're about to go back to the swamp, Miss J. I was giving my computer a chance to do stuff. This is what I'm doing after I'm done with this swamp map. All right, so let's go back. Yagaloth, do you have thatched roof on some buildings? I have. I have not done any thatched roofs. I have some textures to do it with, but I haven't really done like um, a swamp village or my own swamp village or yeah villages or like things where or small like hamlets I guess might have thatched roofs. I haven't really done anything like that yet. Um, let's see. My player NDM was messaging me. We're trying to figure out how he wants to implement psionics in his game in 5th edition. See, that whole thing was just because I wanted to do that right there. How freaking terrible is that? It's a bunch of bullshit. Come on. Oh, are you gonna, Miss J, are you still there? Let's see who else here. Trook's here. Can only hop in and out today. Keep up the good work. Thanks for dropping in, Trook. Miss J, doing your own versus other people's is a balance of time, effort, style, personal skills, and time. Absolutely. And what I lack is time. So I think you and Tom, y'all are pretty much both like full time at this right now, aren't you? I am not. I am not full time. I'm not even sure if I need a drop shadow on that. I think that'll be fine. Alright, so now that's the rug. We're going to go ahead and apply all that. Okay. So now we need, let's do, yeah. Let's go ahead and do beds. And we could do beds and, pallets and stuff. Wow, 6 people. That's amazing. That 6 people would watch me be goofy. Um, is it in my dungeon folder? Yep, there it is. Okay. Do we even want to have... Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. It's not... Why is this not... There it goes. Man. Tom and Miss J, have y'all updated your Photoshops to all the new settings and changes, the default settings? I accidentally did at work and I was really pissed. Cause now when you do a transform, like it automatically um, locks the height and width, and it didn't used to, and so now, but my fingers, like I as a person, have been using it the crappy way, where you have to hold something to lock the height and width. That I'm not used to that being a default setting, and it totally messes me up. So this one thing I like about this 140 DPI and these small objects. I'm just like, eh. Captives, because they have stuff captive for their black dragon and their kobolds. Yeah, I mean, I guess we don't have to differentiate if it's kobolds or lizard folk. Um, let the writer make that decision. The writer being Chris Hopper. Um, oops. Thank you, Miss J, for telling me that my mic was too close. Miss J, yeah, I'm lucky enough to be able to have a sabbatical recovery year, house sitting to save money, working through steep learning curve with maps, pop fox should litter trash around the base of the tower, under the windows, old bones, rents, and scraps. Miss J might be, yeah, I've got used to that now. Tom Cartos, I haven't updated in a little while. Miss J sometimes is for the best. Well, that's what I'm saying, Tom, is I updated at work, but I have not updated at home. And after using the update, I am not updating at home. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I updated my InDesign because it basically made me, but Um, and I like your idea about the trash, Papa Fox. Um, I'm going to probably let myself work on this for about another. Let's see, I've been at it for almost 50 minutes. Well, not if you include when I was texture hunting. So, um, I'll let myself work on this for a total of like another hour and a half or so. But I'll be honest with you, at some point I just have to move on. Like I just can't. I know plenty of people who are like who like to brag, and they're like, "Well, I just keep on working until it's done and it looks right." Yeah, I work on it until either that or I have invested X amount of hours, and then I just move the fuck on. Because everything I do right now is going to look like crap to me in a year, and I know that, and I don't, and I think it's literally impossible for me to change that. Okay, that's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's enough for 12 prisoners. That's good. That's plenty of prisoners, I think. Right? And we can add some crates and barrels and put some additional manacles, like hand manacles lying around and stuff. We can do all that too. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. Let's go ahead and do crates. Or no, let's do pallets. Let's do floor pallets. Not sure if I'm a huge fan of those floor pallets. Yeah, they're passable. Like I said, I've got sort of a time schedule I'm trying to keep, so at some point I have to move on. Oh, sorry, y'all. I had to like clear my throat and stuff. Scat poop dung should be near the base. I'm not. No. I'm not doing that, Papa Fox. Miss J. That's going to mess with your head eventually. Having it work different at home or work. Yeah, exactly. Well, no, I just don't use it at work. I just only use it at home now. Because I hate it. Miss J, I found it hard enough with Windows at work and Mac at home. Papa Fox, the professionals are talking shop. I'm talking poop, disposal, and reptilian humanoids. Yeah, fair enough. No biggie. Papa Fox, such as life of all artists, we're never completely satisfied. Exactly. Miss J Maps, poop is important. Just reading the fact that you wrote that. Uh, Poop is important. I remember playing through Oblivion and being really annoyed that they had not designed toilets anywhere, so they are unnecessary for gameplay, but for some measure of realism. Sometimes, if you spend too much time on it, you can go too far. My mom was always on at me about that. Pop Fox Tacos, yeah, Miss J Maps, thank you. Was the last time a character took a potty break in game? Now, that's a good question. I I am aware. I remember saying that my character's gonna go pee at one point in a game. Um, but I don't remember the context of which that was happening. So I think, I mean, without another, yeah, we could make like section off a part of that room above, um, the upper room where we're gonna have the makeshift throne room, and put like a bed up there, an actual like bed proper. Okay, so that's 6. So that's 12. 13. Why are you counting these, Mr. Valak? Because it's important to know. It's important to know how many minion beds you're making, and how many like what's the minion to possible prisoner ratio. These are important things to keep track of. I mean, are they? I mean, I don't. Maybe they're not. Maybe it's all bullshit. Um, let's see. Miss J maps, are they rocks? Papa jo- Pop Fox Tacos, it's like in D&D you're camping all the time, and what's the biggest concern when you're camping aside from cooking? Human waste disposal. I mean, fair enough. I mean, I'm not saying that, you aren't correct. I'm just, some of us just elect to not give a shit. Um, because we're lazy. Alright. Plus, I mean, this is a Puritan country. Was founded as a Puritan country, and we still have Puritan ideals, and we are still very uncomfortable with our own bodies as a whole. And I'm in the southern U.S., so we are very uncomfortable with our bodies. And anything that has to do with even like tangentially with sex makes us very uncomfortable. I had a student in one of my classes, and at the university, and she was from Hawaii, and my boss, the head of our department, she came in one day, and we didn't actually have we had like an open office, so like all of the instructors shared kind of like an open office area, which is smart for a variety of reasons. But she came in to see me, and we went over like some of her stuff, and my boss was like, "She's showing a lot of skin, isn't she?" And I was like, "Dr. J, she's from Hawaii, man." And he was like, "What's that mean?" I was like, "Dude, they don't. I mean, it's all beaches. They don't wear clothes in Hawaii. At least from what I understand, a lot of them don't." And he was like, "Oh, I guess that makes sense." I personally can neither confirm nor deny this because I've never been to Hawaii, but that's what I was told by my students, well, by that student in particular. But we are very what is it, prudish down here in the South. Is that a good word? Prudish. Okay. So we're gonna make a little bunker over here. I think that might be too many cracks in the floors over on that side. Oh, plus, you know what? Something else just occurred to me. I need to do to this floor what I did to that other floor so it matches. Oh, that background noise. Could be the dragon. Yes. Could be the dragon. Oh, we got some chatting going on. How much chatting do we have going on? We have a lot of chatting going on? God damn it, Flo. Blah 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 blah. Miss J. Exactly. And all those sewer folk keep tramping through. The contents have to come from somewhere. Kobolds, Papa Fox Tacos, kobolds will want to heavily outnumber any captives. They're cowards by nature. Papa Fox, you didn't give a shit, you wouldn't have a problem. Figuratively, literally. Miss J. Perhaps one of the recommended reading books at my university was How to Shit in the Woods. Oh, that's a book. I mean, you just sort of shit in the woods, right? I mean, I do. I was raised camping from the time I was a youngin'. I mean, I was taught what poison ivy looks like. That's one of the rules of shitting in the woods. Don't shit in poison ivy, or you are gonna have a bad day. Actually, a bad, probably week, if you're allergic. Do y'all have poison ivy in Australia, Miss J? Just curious. I'm pretty sure it's native to North America. I'm pretty sure it's a North American thing. Hopefully you don't. Because it is not fun if you're allergic. It's nasty. There we go, that's better. Think most of that'll work. Do I need to fix any over here? I think those are fine. Maybe clean that one up. That one. Yeah, they didn't have a swamp soundtrack that I could easily find. I just sort of decided to stream at the last minute, y'all, so I didn't. So this was the closest I could find. They have a dinosaur laser fight in the jungle, but it's like very disco and campy, and I don't know. I like the ones that feel a little bit more serious. All right. Oh goodness. Ironically, a lot in common with Muslims that way. What way? I don't get it. Jay or Jan or Janice, if you want it short form pop. Muslims worship the same God we do. I'm sure we share many values, if not customs. Miss J, the book was more about ethics from memory. Yes, but what do you wipe your ass with, the leaves or the rabbit? And humor, I think they wanted us to read it to get over the uncouth topic and not wanting to talk about it in public. Tom Cartos, we have poison ivy in Europe. Here in the US too. Have to learn how to recognize it. Interesting. Well, I'm glad Europeans are suffering along with us Americans. Because that stuff's awful. If you're allergic. Of course. Yeah, I was very allergic as a kid. Yeah, here's your fun fact about Valor. I was very allergic to poison ivy as a kid, like highly allergic. And then somewhere in my 20s, I outgrew the allergy. I still have scars on my legs and other places from really bad outbreaks of poison ivy, like the rashes. Like it was hardcore. Very hardcore. Let's move that over just a smidge. Trying to decide how much trash I want to put in here. I know I want to put trash in here, I just don't know how much. And how much time and energy I want to spend on it. I've been streaming for an hour. Okay. I'm getting close, I think. Getting relatively close. That's almost not true at all. I completely made that up. I'm really not that close. I still have a lot to do. So that'll be our little barrier there. So when people come up, they can. And then we'll put a couple of barrels. Let's see. Let's grab a different barrel cluster, or crates and barrel clusters, because we got those. That one that we're using. Actually, let's grab that one and put that over there, and grab a different one to put in the middle right there. Alright, crate and barrel cluster. Ooh, that one. Gotta love these things. I made some I don't like and I don't use a whole lot, but these ones right here, you'll see in my maps a lot because I use them constantly. So what I was thinking about doing over here on is I could close those doors and put like some barrels right here, and then have put some barrels like right here, and then have like a bed and like a little area for the king over here. Or I could even close this off with barrels and shit, and then have it right over here, and like make this just completely closed off. Um, see, this might be too big. Well, that's definitely too big. This J, I don't think we have poison ivy here, but we have stinging nettle, and there's a rainforest with stinging leaves, and even the dead leaves on the ground will get you. In Muslim faith, agreed when they descend in faith, at least from Abraham's first son. Papa Fox Tacos, to simplify things for you, Josh. They're reptilian and probably don't have the same sensibilities. They'll probably just toss everything in the pile on each level or down central holes. Well, they're not going to be tossing it down that central hole, because the central hole goes into the black dragon lair, and I'm pretty sure if they started like tossing their shit down into his lair, I'm pretty sure he's gonna come up and eat them. So maybe not. Yeah, maybe outside. I mean, I could add some debris on the ground. I could do that. Like here. Okay, so yeah, this is blocked off, so now, and then we can put... Are there any other barrel stacks I want to use? I have some side barrels stacked, but I'm not seeing them. Did I never put them in here? Where's my damn... Oh, there they are. No, I never did. I never got them all the way in there. I don't know how many assets I have. Miss J, Tom was saying he has like 2,000 assets or some bullshit. I think Miss J will agree with me that that's bullshit, Tom, and we're very jealous. Yeah, that's one thing I like. Yeah, so one of the things about streaming is I kind of watched what Alyssa and Dom do, and I watched some other streamers too. I'll be honest with you, like I think Dom and Alyssa are as good streamers as there are. The quality's good, the content's good. They both do a really great job of paying attention to the audience and reading out like comments and replying and stuff like that. Like a lot of streamers do a really bad job of that, and it's just not as engaging. And I think they both do a really amazing job at that. Um, and I've tried it. But one thing, this is all coming from me talking shit about Tom Kartos. One thing I love about Alyssa is she is more than happy to give you verbal abuse when you're in her. I mean, good-hearted, of course, not actual toxic, but she likes to rib people who come into her channel, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, Now I do have a problem. Do I want to use this to block this entryway? Like that. Because I'm thinking like this will be like I'll have a bed for the king, and here's going to be his little throne right here. And then I'll have a bed, and then here I can have a couple of like other crappier beds for maybe like his servants or his bodyguards or something. Um, yeah, is kind of what I'm thinking off the top of my head. And I need to put a couple treasure chests in there too. Um, let's see. Um, Papa Fox Tacos piano storage. Miss J Maps, you need to make yourself some screens for dividing areas off. Screens. Oh, you mean like the yeah, like the standing screens. I need to make curtains too. I need to make curtains at some point. I still haven't yet. Um, Thanks for clarification on the dragon. You're welcome. Papa Fox Tacos. Although the thrash will all just be under circumstances under the windows, but if you're the dragon want them disposed of waste at a different location, that does make sense. Um, Mr. J Maps, seriously, go Tom. Yeah, right. Mr. J Maps, very, but he has made assets as one of his focuses. Tom streams. Tom Kartos, not yet. I think he said Dom. Oh, yes. I said Dom, Miss J, not Tom. Dom. Dom. Um, but I bet I've been told by people who do not live in the U.S. that I have a thick Southern accent. Which people in the South, I do not think, agree with that assessment. People in the South ask me if I'm from like California and shit like that. People in the South do not think I sound like a Southerner. But people not from the Southern U.S. have not said that same thing. They have said I sound very Southern. It's all about perspective, though, right? I mean, I think that works. I think I want a few more. Papa Fox Tacos got to go. Be back later if you're on. Okay, cool. Thank you, Papa Fox. We're getting there, y'all. We're getting there. Um, let's do some water barrels. Let's add some water barrels. So, who wants to talk about Critical Role getting... Sorry, I can't even say it with a straight face. Who wants to talk about Critical Role getting picked up on Amazon? Oh my god. Just kidding, I'm not going to talk about that. Twitter. Twitter. I love Twitter, by the way. I do love Twitter, and I love the people on Twitter, and all the people who get mad at the people who are yelly. I follow those yelly people, and I retweet their yelling. It's one of my things. I like yelly people. I am done with, sort of done with nice, not yelly people. Um, because that is the political climate. If City were here, I would talk about politics. Let's see. Miss J Maps. Accent fence sitter. I have that issue. Australians think I sound English. British people think I sound Australian. Yeah, yeah. No, no. I have that. I have that problem. Um, I have experienced this. Is yeah, Northerners. Well, it's not even Northerners. Like it's people from other countries say I sound very Southern. I've been told I have a pleasing Southern accent on more than one occasion. I do not know if this is true. I think my voice sounds like poop. But that is often that is often how it goes. We are our most our biggest what do you call it? Critics. We're our own biggest critics. In my experience, here we go. Some water barrels. Tom Carter's. I was literally just thinking about that. Nuts. Miss J, I take it as a big thing. Miss J, you better unfollow me then. Follow you for what? Being political? Or oh, being nice. Being nice. Oh, that comment. No, that's fine. I'm joking, sort of. I do follow the yelly people. I like the yelly people. Although even some of the yelly people, yeah, there was some shit, man. People, Critical Role fans were getting like cranky. I saw one of the most yelly people I follow. I mean, she's yelled at me before, and she did a thing about Critical Role, and like an hour later was like, "All right, y'all, just leave me alone. Stop sending me private messages." Like people were like sending her like hate messages and stuff for anti-Critical Role tweets. It's like, whoa, what? Stop, 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 stop. Let people have opinions. Do not private message them. Do not private message. Yeah, no, 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 no. Ugh, scary shit. Um. Oh, yeah. Meh. That's not gonna work. God damn it. I thought I'd gotten all of them. I'm not a big shouter. I mean, who is? I'm really not either. Or at least I don't think. Am I? Am I shouty? That's why I like Alyssa. I like Alyssa because she's shouty. I think that's hilarious. Miss J Maps, that's not nice. If you have a negative, put down opinion. Put it out for all to read. PMing is just being right. Yeah. Not to mention it being creepy and all different kinds of other things. Yeah, and especially like especially if you're like, um, so I follow. I don't. Do y'all follow Critical Role at all? Just curious. Not that it really matters. Okay, I think it's time for bed. And I don't mean that as. I mean it's time to put beds on the map. This might be a better way of saying that. Big Critical Role fan. Awesome. Well, we can. I will talk to you about Critical Role all day, every day. I think we've talked about this, Tom, because I'm like, I was rewatching it for like the second or third time, and I'm up to episode like 98 or 99, something like that. And I am completely caught up with season two, although I must admit, um, I have not watched them like I watch them on Thursday nights, and then when I go to bed about an hour, 30 minutes to an hour before bed streams, I haven't been like catching up and finishing watching them later. I've just been sort of like, eh. I don't really know why. I'm not sure why. I just don't care right now, especially since I'm going to see them live in Austin, Texas soon. So you would think I'd be a little bit more jazzed. I don't know what's up with that. But I mean, but I just go through phases though. Sometimes I've been listening to a music artist, Reina Del Cid. It's not what I wanted to do at all. I've been listening to her a lot lately while I make maps. And by a lot, I mean like the last 6 weeks. Like a lot, a lot. Oh, come the fuck on. Oh shit. I need to do that with everything, y'all. I need to cover everything in splatter. Like a green splatter that's very light to make it look like algae and shit like that. I need to cover everything with a green splatter with a green splatter when I'm done. Yep, I'm doing that. I am 100% doing that. That is happening. But we're not going to do that yet. We're going to do that instead of just doing it to the bed. I wanted to make the bed look less nice. I'll do that to everything at the very end. Um, Probably on second rewatch, episode 105. Oh shit, Tom, we're like right at the. You're like, well, if I'm on episode like 99 or 100, you're like, shit. You're like, what's that? 3 times 5. You're like 15 to 20 hours ahead of me. But I mean, we're around comparatively. We're around the same spot. I'm gonna read these comments here in a second. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to just like work. Started watching that one you recommended yesterday, 24. I like the storytelling element to it, but to be honest, it felt a bit slow, being used to reading books at a rate of knots. Tom Cartos, I recommend watching the recent miniseries Undeadwood if you need something different. Critical Role takes a while to get into, but you're worth it. Miss J, well, on your recommendation, I will give it another go. Tom Cartos, I have it on while map making, so can get through a lot. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same. I'm the same Tom. Miss J, yeah. So I know it might. Yeah, I would recommend doing it while you're doing something else. And I 100% agree with Tom. Like, I think it gets better. 24 is where people recommend because that's the start of the arc that you're listening to. The Briarwood arc is what it's called. It's the same arc that's going to get animated. But honestly, when I've rewatched it, I usually start around episode 28 or 29 after Orion leaves because I was not a fan of Orion. I don't think I actually have a throne, but I don't really need a throne, right? I need something that's throny enough. What am I going to put underneath it? Because it's got to have like a platform or something underneath it. I think I know. I think I have an idea. Oh, how many boards in there? Freaking kidding me? There we go. There it is. Because this will fit like the same textures as the other stuff. This will kind of fit that pretty well. So it'll kind of look right. Like you see how that. I don't think that chair looks right. Like I'm gonna have to change that. I have to change that up because that doesn't look correct to me. Um, Also, I'm going to have to do something with these vines. Where's my vines? Vines middle. I think vines middle need to actually go. So I think we're about to start doing some stuff here in a second. Boy, I am not hitting. Have I been at this for an hour and a half? 5:37. Jesus. I have been at this for an hour and a half already. I am terrible at telling how long things are going to take. Anybody else have that problem? No, stop. Um, Dungeon Master's Forge. Hey, man. Mr. I've been rewatching Andromeda this week. I think I've watched Andromeda. I can't remember. It can be hard watching Orion's last few episodes. Yeah, it's pretty cringy, man. I feel bad. I mean, I feel bad for the guy. Like I don't hate his guts. I feel bad for him. um, sup everyone? Hey DMF. I like a fancy block of stone. Don't they have tails? They do. Good. Thanks and yourself. Hey Miss J. Feels like I haven't talked to either of you in a while. Ships in the night. DMF. Yeah, that's the story of my life. Story of my life. Yeah. Doing all right. Currently dealing with imposter syndrome, but fortunately my wife is being a huge support. Awesome. DMF. I feel like things take longer when you stream, but maybe that's just me because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing either. Miss J, that's a tough one. Tom Cartos, I also underestimate how long I need for everything. Yeah, that's story of my life. God, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. I'm Canadian. I'm sorry. That was just uncalled for completely. Whoa. Negative Ghost Rider. There we go. Don't have any bones really to toss around. Tom, one of the disadvantages of doing things the way I do them is it's because everything's photo textures that I'm using. I've got a some stuff is harder to make than others. Although I really need to learn. I really need to learn. What do you call it? Blender is on my to-do list. Maybe I'll do that in December or try to do that in December so I can make 3D digital objects. I downloaded it and I've opened up a file and looked at it and I got scared and turned it off and closed it out. It's as far as I've gotten. I've thought about getting a pad and trying to hand draw stuff, but I'll be honest with you. I feel like I'm so far into the digital at this point. I feel like I'm sort of like feel like I'm committed. I don't feel like me leaving this style and doing something else would be yeah, I feel like that would be an issue. Oh. But I might try it. I don't know. We'll see. And there's never too late. Not sure if I want to like put a bunch of stuff here in front. Not sure if I feel like that's necessary or not. But let's go ahead and add a couple of chests back behind him. Ooh boy, there's some talking going on. Sorry, I'm sorry. I should mute when I do that. I apologize. Um, sorry y'all. This is the streaming I tuned in for. Yeah. Um. Yep. Things always take longer. Current map well in the third week now. Jesus. Thought I'd get it done in one, but made a lot of texture patterns. Cool. Some assets in a couple row set in that time too. So I guess it's all good. Blender. What is it? Legit fear response. Yeah. 3D program. Blender is a good idea. I tried to learn Maya and ZBrush about 14 years ago and gave up. Miss J Map Blender is a free 3D program. Yep, yep. But I mean, indeed it is free, sort of. Nothing is free. Actually, I would be interested in. Are there any non-3 free 3D rendering programs that have better UIs and user support? Cause I'd pay $200 to $400 for a good 3D rendering object software. Although probably not gonna have as many like files and shit, but I don't mind paying some money. Don't mind paying some money at this point. Like I said, I think my current total investment into this monetarily has been about $120 is what I've paid, and that was for some textures, of which I still have a bunch of credits left, and textures, and what's the other thing? Brushes. Oh, and I bought a domain name. Cost me like 70 or $80. And then I recently got a Dropbox Pro membership to manage my Patreon followers, to manage the links that I'm distributing shit. So that's going to start costing me $20 a month or $19 a month, but I think it's going to be worth it. That's coming out of my Patreon revenue, so whatever. Starting out, it's going to be like 20% of my 25% of my Patreon revenue. It's going to be a decent amount, but whatever. And I could put objects on these crates and stuff. I don't think there's anything else I really want to put on the floor. Is there? I think I'm kind of fine. I know this doesn't look very. I think I'm sort of fine with this as it is. What else do I need? What's down here? There's some weapons, weapon crates. Do I want to put any weapon crates up here? Let's look at my crates. Let's see. ZBrush is good for hand sculpting. ZBrush for 3D texturing and surface pattern. That's a big step. That's something I've been wanting to. How does Patreon handle digital downloads? You can use. I mean, it has access protection, access controls. And you can use it to distribute content, but like I'm doing a deal where if you pay $5 a month, you have access to like my last 10 Roll20 sets, and trying to upload like all of those assets would just be a nightmare. So I don't. Patreon is very slow about that stuff. I mean, let's go ahead and add some fish barrels. Might as well. Fish barrels, and then maybe do some Trying to think what else I want to do other than like fish barrels and I'm gonna put flies in a few areas, like little fly clusters, and then I'm also going to add the green splatter brush. Um, they don't want. They're not going to be having coffee or anything. It's fine. 20 crates. I don't think so. I think that's good, y'all. I think I got a bunch of shit. Oh, coin. Yeah, coins. Oops. Also, do I want to add a hole in the roof for the dragon to come out? Because the dragon can also go out like out here into the swamp. So I don't think he has to have like a roof exit, but I could do one. Um, do I want to do plants inside? Oh, I know what I was gonna do. I know what I was gonna do. Did y'all see this pattern that I made? Oh, I'm so proud of this pattern. Check that out. Oh, it's so deliciously good. Um, um, you're okay with the idea those links can be shared, says Miss J. You can attach files directly to the post, but I wouldn't recommend it for large files. The links are embedded within the text. There are plenty of shitty ways people can steal Patreon stuff for free. You can see the link when you get Dropbox. I just have to trust people won't do that. With the per creation, anyone can sign up for a day download everything, then cancel without paying a penny. Yeah, true. The ones that still we're not going to support anyways. There's a website called Yif Party, which massively sucks. It basically skims stuff from Patreon and uploads it. Basically, anything that is online can be stolen. True, that stopped me from bothering for years. Yeah, so I just recently switched to the Dropbox because I can reset my links every month, and I just switched to that. And a couple of people said they stopped following me for it, um, which you do what you got to do. Well, because I was giving out, like, if you paid $5, I was giving you access to all of my sets, but that's like now that's like 20 sets. Like, that's a lot. That's $4.99 on Roll20, or you can get it for 20 of them for $5, and then cancel your thing, and yeah, it's a good deal. And I did that and I absolutely did that to kind of attract some followers, um, but yeah, I mean, some people, the people who are going to follow me are going to follow me, and be my supporters are going to be my supporters, and that's just kind of, you know. But yeah, so I'm limiting the rewards to my last 10 sets, unless you're a $10 patron, and then you can have everything. Oh, that didn't do what I wanted at all. I'm a dummy, y'all. Sorry. Give me a second. Fix this shit. Ooh, wow. Okay. How did that happen? Better look for this in some other places too. That's not the wearing thing. The wearing thing is those little bubbles. Not that I don't think that this really matters just a whole lot, but yeah, Dyson does give stuff away. He's been giving shit away for years. He's got stuff that he put in the public domain. Um, yeah, yeah. That kind of blows my mind. That anyone would have the gall to give people like me and Tom Carto shit for giving our stuff away for free. Dude, have you looked at Dyson logos? Hope no one's done that to you, Tom. Um, so you have a set time limit on access now. Uh, DMF, not me personally, but I know of other people like Zat Nokiel that people have, um, and said that him doing his stuff was devaluing their work and things like that. Um, no one has done that to me or said anything to my face. I have it on good authority that people have talked shit about me behind my back, but you know what? I think that's hilarious when people do that. When people talk about you behind your back. Or when people talk about me behind my back. I think it's hilarious. It's like, really? Okay. You don't want to come and say it to me? Alright. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. God, I love that pattern so much. Like, I love it. So I made this. I made this. I made this. You made this? I made this. No, I made that. Yeah, I don't make everything, but I made that. And I'm very, very happy with it. It makes me very, very happy. I made several of them, in fact. This is really why I put these windows here. So I had an excuse to use my vines. Didn't really give a shit about the windows. I gave a shit about the vines. Using these damn vines. I made 4 of them. Yeah, it sounds weird. Other creators, not users. Yeah. Other creators, not users. No. No, users don't. Users love it. Like, you're giving this shit away for free? Thanks. They're all about it. And I get it. And I get it. To an extent. And I agree. And I'm selling my work now, so Merry Christmas. God, I love this so much. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry at how much I love this vine texture. I'm just gonna. It's a repeatable vine texture. It took me. This is like my 4th try before I made one that worked that I liked. Oh my! Is that not one of the best feelings in the world too? When you like keep on failing at something and then you finally actually do it, and you're like, "That's awesome!" Oh, that's yeah. Not. I mean, because the failing part obviously sucks. God, it's just so beautiful, y'all. It's just so beautiful. Look at it. It's a repeating vine texture with transparent backgrounds. And it belongs to me because I made it. And it's so great. Oh. Sorry, y'all, probably done. Miss J, were you watching Alyssa yesterday? Mike is winning again. Sorry. I'm going to have to put a little thing at some point that's like, breathing on the mic, Josh. Um, yeah, I was watching Alyssa yesterday. For her return. Or wait. No, I was not. I was playing. My character was dying. I was playing my barbarian for the last time last night. uh, Poor Yoli. Bless her heart. She was too good for this world. Yes, and wow, it works. And then you get up and have a dance and get shouty. It is the best. It is the best. And I'm assuming that's the sad face for Yoli. Yeah, poor Yoli. Yoli was mildly racist. Just against hobgoblins because they're evil. But I'm beginning to. I didn't really advertise that on Twitter. I'm beginning to kind of like understand that whole like all evil creatures are. Any time you assign one a race a universal property like that, you are reinforcing racist ideals. I get it. Do I want all of that? I mean, basically all of this is covered in vines, or most of it. Whoa. Aha. So, did anything happen yesterday, Miss J, in Alyssa's channel? Is there a reason why you're asking me that question? Yep. I don't know. I've blabbered and said so many things. I'm not even sure what the yep is in response to be honest with you. Is it something happening in Alyssa's channel? If so, tell me. 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 I want to know. Did you get that? What do you call it? Commission that she was gonna throw at you, which is fucking badass, by the way. That she would do that. It's so good. Okay, so we've got vines. So we've got vines. I know I need to do lighting, flies. Um, let's do the green stuff on my objects. I mean, actually, it doesn't matter what color it is, because that's going to change anyway. And I could actually do this like on the floor too, but then you can kind of tell that it's the same brush that just kind of went over all of them. I feel like it looks better when you do it like this, when you do it as two different ones. Um, My cat, y'all. Dude, stop. Sorry. Oh, sorry. No, nothing super dramatic. I made Paver's pattern brush and shared it. You guys can get it too if you like. I'll take it down in a few days. Paver, Paver pattern brush? What's that? Is that like a cobblestone or something? She hasn't sent me an email about the collaborative commission yet, but yeah, exciting. Tell her to get off her ass. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't tell Alyssa to get off her ass. I'm just joshing. All right. Normally I have a debris layer. You can see my debris layer right there. But I think I'm going to change my debris layer into a slime layer. It's too much. Too much. Oh, you're seeing two of them too. That's part of it. Paving stones. Cool. Joshing. Yep, indeed. Indeed. Just joshing. Never heard that one. So I'm not going to tell you this guy's like full name on stream, but I do consulting work for someone who's for a statistician and analytics person whose last name is Sample. Sample. And I think it's hilarious. A statistician named Sample. That is brilliant. Don't think I'm gonna do a bunch of trash everywhere. I guess I should do some trash, huh? I'm trying to get done with this fucking map, y'all. I'm trying. Just get done with the map. Let's get done. Like, I love this map and I could work on it forever and I would have a really good time with that, but I really have other stuff I need to be doing. Like, I just can't work on this forever. I just can't. I would most certainly, I would be more than happy to. I love this map so much. It is, um, it is of my favorite things in my favorite in the lists of favorite things that I have right now. This map is on there. I love it so much. Oh, I never finished. I never finished that, y'all. I'm getting like. Bleh. Miss J, stones with transparent in between and the inverse grout with stone pavers at city map scale, but the texture can be scaled up and down to battlement scale map. If you know where to do that in Photoshop brush settings, what are the chances? That's pretty awesome, Miss J. That's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome, I must say. And I must. So, I guess y'all probably aren't going to PAX South, huh? Because y'all are in January. I think Dom was talking about going to, but I don't know if she still is or not. If Dom was going to PAX South, I would consider trying to go to PAX South as well. Just because Dom is my buddy. This is my last chance to make a hole in the roof, and I don't think I'm going to. I think that's just another possible area of attack for the black dragons are notoriously cowardly. So I don't know. I think we're gonna keep it like that. Okay, so I have paths. I did slime. I still want to do flies, and I guess so. I think did I decide to do trash? Do a little bit of trash running around. Do y'all remember? Because I don't remember what I decided. Because I can't remember anything. Miss J Maps, it was self-education exercise. I'm loving learning new ways of making Photoshop do things. Awesome. That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. I 100% support you learning all those things and then giving them to me and the other map makers so we don't have to figure it out. I think this is a fantastic idea. And I encourage this behavior. If we had similar styles, let's say we could trade, but our styles are quite a bit different. I mean, I'll use your brushes. I don't think you're going to want my assets. But if you ever do see any of my assets that you like, you are free to ask me about them. The only thing you cannot do with them is give exclusive commercial rights. Because that's mine. Whoop. I don't know what just happened there. I just did something. Oh. I clicked that off. Seconded as a sometimes digital map maker. Hehehe. Yeah. You're laughing. All don't know what you're laughing about. Don't say anything funny. Said I wanted your brushes. Give me your brushes. They're so awesome. I have not done any brush making yet. I don't know why I said that like I was answering a question, and I know that no one asked me a question. I'm aware of this. Um, but I fully intend to. It is something. It is in the list of things that I need to do once Mapvember is over. Okay, so for debris, I'm also going to grab some copper coins and toss them around as well. I have some fish, but why would like a whole nasty fish be just lying around? Like that doesn't make sense to me. So do I have some broken swords and stuff? I will giggle at many things. I'm currently using the symmetry tool for real for the second time, and it's fantastic. I will giggle at many things. You will giggle at many things. Google at many things. Giggle at many. I don't. I don't understand what's going on. 4 peoples. 4 peoples are watching. Thank you, 4 peoples, for watching me stream. And yes, we are going to invade Alyssa when she pops on. Assuming she pops on tonight. I basically just stream so I can invade, so I can raid Alyssa. That is my whole purpose of streaming. I have no other reasons for caring to do it. Giggle at many things. No. Tabletop objects. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you, Miss J. I'll take a look here in a minute. Well, guess I better do that sooner than later, huh? Hold on. Let me grab both of those. Here's Miss J says here's another one of my brush sets from years ago, turning into scatter brushes and playing with the brush tip spacing. They are great for texturing, hatching, creating random edges. Ooh. Ooh. Is this you? Scribuli? Okay. I'm watching you now. I didn't know that was you. That's good to know. I was not aware of this. What kind of license, though? Because I'm always all about that license. License life. All right, I think I'm gonna do flies and do lighting and then call it a day. Like I think. Now I thought last night I dropped flies in here already, but it doesn't look like I have. So let's go find my flies. Where are these gonna sit? I think they're gonna sit above everything. They're freaking flies. Um, let's give them a color I can find. Okay, here, you'll see cat. There's cat. Alright, cat, get in my lap. Alright, cat, get in my lap. Stop. Stop being cat. I want you to pay attention to me in the way that I want you to pay attention to me, not in any other way. I want you to pay attention to me in a very, very specific way when I want you to, and if you don't, I'm going to walk in front of your computer and get in the way of all the things that you're trying to do. Because I am cat. And I do cat things. And all those things I just described, those are cat things. So I made these flies just like randomly in June, and I love them so much for this swamp. They are so good. And terrible at the same time. Look at that. Look at that. Love it. Alright. So I think all I have left is lighting. I need to do lighting, and then I need to do so I need to take those layers, under layers, and like I need to put this one, blur it, and put it here. And I think I'm done. No, I can't be almost done. It's impossible. Inconceivable. Is Alyssa here? No. Just randomly checking. Okay. No. Sure, I have everything clicked on. Dungeon Master Forge depends on the person and what they release it for. Use it however you like. I need to edit the text. Kitty, yeah, Kitty. He's still in my lap. He's trying to get attention. He's being a sweet boy. He's being good. He's being a sweet boy. He's all right. See, Bear is like 13 now. It's hard to believe. I've had him for 10 years. Time absolutely flies. How are you doing, DMF? How you doing, my friend? You doing alright? Haven't talked to you much lately. You and I actually don't talk very much. Don't know if you noticed that. Which I talk with some people a lot, but you're just not one of the people I talk to a lot. I think. I don't know why. Something is slowing me down. Ooh. Papa Fox Tacos. What is it expecting you to still be on? Alyssa should be on in a minute. That's the whole thing, Papa. Oh, there she is. All right, guys. Small world, big cats. Getting by. Also playing Assassin's Creed to keep my mind busy. This is why the awkwardness. All right, y'all. I'm gonna raid Alyssa. So y'all stick around, and we'll hang out over there.